Recording yet? What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Knuckles Presents Nani. An episode we were discussing anime that we're currently watching right now. If y'all saw my video maybe a couple days ago, I said anime April. I feel as though like there's a lot of great animes coming out this year, but I feel as though this month right here, it's like a lot of like big hits. So like it's gonna go down in the month of April. And today we're gonna be talking about Windbreaker season 2, episode 1. And I didn't see the trailer for this. I want to be coming into this season like a little bit surprised. But I was saying to myself, okay, it's obviously gonna continue where season 1 ended, with Sakura and the crew, or no, gonna save Nagato, helping Anagi, uh, on the guy on the guy. I'm sorry about that. Helping him right there from the help from those guys of Kyo right there, right? So I was saying to myself, okay, I feel as though this season Sakura will be more of a leader. Like he's gonna grow into more of a leader now. He's gonna have some growing pains right there. It's not gonna be perfect, from the start. Like I said, he'll have some struggles, but like I feel as though they're gonna look more into a captain leader role for the young guys right there, right? So actually the episode starts off, with a preview of what's going on right there, which I'm sure was going to be a preview. Basically, I don't think it was going to be like start like that. Like we see, Sakura and Q finding its cure right there, and we see Naira, just scared because he can't fight. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to help out, but he was about to get hit, and Sakura's expression was really really bad right there. So yes, then it goes off to them walking to kill, and Naira, pretty much bringing down how these guys are. Like they always like to outnumber you. Well, no, not on guy says they like to outnumber you and everything. And I'm not sure it was him or Nairi, but like they were saying like they like to use weapons. They will use like pipes, wooden planks, and shit like that. And it's like well, I mean, technically speaking, in street fights, there's no rules. Certainly no rules, but it's almost like if you got to rely on a weapon to make you strong, you're not really that guy. Like, if it's one thing that anime has taught me is that like the weapon doesn't make the man, and that was in Dragon Ball Z when Trunks fought Frieza and what was his dad's name? Wasn't Cooler, but I forgot what King Cold. It was King Cold. Yeah, like King Cold thought that Trunks' sword made him who he is right there, and Trunks like the sword doesn't make the man, and that was a big lesson for me in anime right there. So Phil, so yeah, these guys can fight, but they're very reliant on their weapons, which is like okay, I give them points down right there. But to get to the part right there, and they see Naruto is beat up right there, and they had a pretty decent sized crew right there, right? But then Team Kill, they actually outnumbered them right there. At first, it's like, oh shit, it's not looking good right there. But it's like, you know what, man? No, we good. We got all this right there. Hey, even Sakura, it's like, hey, yo, I got this. Y'all handle the leftovers. I got this. So Sakura being Sakura, I love that right there, right? And we get to this big brawl, and I saw a little bit of CGI right there's a little bit of CGI, but like that wasn't like my oh my god, I can't stand it right there. Like I don't really hate that, right? 'Cause it's a lot. It's a lot of people right there, and it was great. Like it was a nice big brawl. Like and honestly, Team Fury, they had like they were holding it down pretty well. Like they were, collaborating with each other right there. They're like saying, "Hey, I got you. I'm swinging this guy over to you right there. I'm gonna hit you right there." Like they were doing a lot of teamwork right there, and I love that, right? But it got bad when who the hell texted me this morning right there? Like it's better be good. It's very good. Okay, message just got back to me. Okay, so yeah, it started getting bad when they start the kills in their five VIP guys. Now their leader is still watch up in the stands right there, but like it got a little bit dicey because now it's like Furin's top five guys had to like watch out for their guys because these VIP guys were taking over right there. It was looking bad, and then I said the numbers were really not on their side right there. Like saying like they were doing fine before, but when the five showed up right there, it was those VIP guys. It was like going bad with them, and Nairi should start down himself because it's like I can't do anything. I can't fight. Even when I go fight those other guys, I just stood there in the stance right there. And I was saying right, like I like Nairi, right? Like he's very knowledgeable, he writes down his notes, and everything like that, and I respect that, right? But I'm saying to myself there might have to be a time where he might actually have to fight himself for himself right there. Like I think eventually he's gonna have to learn how to fight for himself. Like he's part of the crew, but it's like I need him to do more. Like I'm not saying that he's gotta be like, their greatest fighter right there, but it's like, bro, I need you to, coach me a little bit more, right? Now he did, he tried save Sakura, by taking this guy down, tackling him. But like, it wasn't uh it was enough right there. But as soon as like Naira's about to get hit right there, Kaji and his crew, managed to come in and save the day right there. And this is where the fight like turned around right there. Like they know Kaji. They heard that Kaji's in stop until his opponent is completely like obliterated right there. Pause. Like people, like the Neil guys were nervous. They were scared. Like they were scared. Like they're like, oh shit. And like I said, Keel doesn't really talk right there. He has his headphones in, but like he's like he's in a mode right there. You know what I'm saying? And like this is where things turn better for the guys right there, right? And Kaji was like, I'm gonna go fight their head guy right there. So I was like, no, I told him that he's mine right there, right? And Kaji like punches him, and the guy that Sakura was fighting, the guy was like, kill Kaji. Can you ever have a conversation right there? He's like, oh, okay. But yeah, pretty much tells Sakura, right? You're too worried about the top guy. You're not worried about the guy in front of you right there. You can do better. Like I said, you are worried about this. You can't call yourself a captain if you're showing against this weak guy over there. Like even Kaji acknowledged that this guy you're fighting is weak. He ain't shit. But you gotta wake up, bro. And as I said before, like I said, this is gonna be going through some growing pains right there. And he's kind of find that it's not easy to be a leader right there, and I like that. I mean, immediately already we're seeing the struggles of him being a captain right there, and I like that. Like I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe that might be in the middle of the season right there, but no, on the first episode of the new season right there, he's already struggling as a captain right there, and I like that. And he punches about saying, "I gotta wake the fuck up right there." And tells the one guy, "It's like, yeah, I got things to do right now, so you're in the way right there." And it's like, yeah, like Sakura, like we all know that this guy on Sakura's level. I think we all know that, but like him worrying about the top guy too much, he's like losing focus on the fight that's in front of him right there. And I'm glad that Kaji explained it to him right there. So even if you look through the intro and then the outro, it's look like like people he's like struggling to be a captain right there. And I like that. Like I said, like Sakura's gonna be on a more leader role in this season right there. And I can't wait to see how he grows and develops right there. So I thought this was a nice episode right there. Obviously, I wanted them to fight some more right there, but you can only do so much time in 22 minutes. So, but yeah, I said I thought this was a good start. Like I said, Sakura will learn how to be a leader right there. Because like honestly, these kill guys don't seem all that special. I mean, yeah, they'll outnumber you, but it's like the guys that they fought in season one. Those guys could be would be tougher than these guys right here. So yes, but like I said, this man actually learn how to fight, man. It really does. Like I said, it it's a great just get a break from the power, like the energy blast, Super Saiyan, all that type of shit right there. Like it's like street fighting, street fighting. And like I said, everyone has their own style right there, and I like that. So I'm looking forward to see how the rest of the season goes right there. And like I said, Anime April's off to a good start. So as always, folks, subscribe to part of Knuckles family. Because this video, thumbs up if you like it, comment the video, and be sure to share the video, and also be sure to follow me on social media accounts in the description box below. And also remember what J. Cole said, everybody. There's no such thing as a life better than yours. Have a good night, everybody. Well, that was the start of the day. Have a good day, everybody. Take care.